Welcome to video 3 in lesson 1 titled What is Fear? Now that we've gotten some of the basics out of the way, let's discuss the more interesting Hebrew meaning of the Hebrew word for fear. What I find most interesting is how Hebrew words are defined by each letter of the word. So we'll take a look at that. The first word that we are going to look at is the Hebrew word for fear, which is pronounced Yirah, and it is Yod, Resh, Aleph. Now, Pictographic Hebrew actually defines each of these letters. And Pictographic Hebrew is the earliest form of Hebrew writing to exist. And it can be likened to Egyptian hieroglyphics, where pictures were used to represent certain ideas. So in Hebrew, the picture that was associated with the Yod was a picture of a person's arm and hand. The picture that was associated with the Resh was a picture of a human head. The picture associated with the Aleph was a picture of an ox's head. Now, each of these different images or pictographs represent a particular concept, and the concept that is represented by the arm can be understood by looking at several different words related to this image. And the words related to this image include work, throw, and worship. These are all things that can be done with a human arm or hand. And so it really means it's related to doing or to an action, okay? A physical action. All right, and then the head is tied to words such as, of course, head, first, top, and beginning. And so these are all tied to the idea of something that holds supreme, right? Something that holds supreme. And then the Aleph is related to words such as strong, power, and leader. And the reason for this is that in the ancient days, the ox was a mule that carried heavy things around, a mule that was used for really everyday life, including farming and plowing and things of that nature. And so this ox's head represents what the mule represented in that day: strength, power, and leader. It led the cart. It was strong in that it was able to carry the weight of really heavy things that people couldn't carry. And then, of course, it came with a connotation of power. And so these are associated with the ox's head. And to really understand, if we read these, then these different concepts behind each letter, and then we can come up with a literal definition of head strength. Do head strength. But to really understand what it means to do head strength, we need to understand the root. In Hebrew, Hebrew words are based upon a foundation. That foundation is called a root. The root of fear, the root of this word yirah, is ra. So we want to understand what ra is. And we are going to talk about the root of fear in video 3. See you there.